It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On first and 10, it's Griffin.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
He's still on his feet.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
On first down, Griffin. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. There goes a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Gathered not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Griffin.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. There's Griffin to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the drive with Lynch, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And the out route incomplete. That's Lewis.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now it's Griffin.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington has taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. To throw is Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll try the middle with Lynch. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work.
this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Griffin will throw again. It's caught by Garcon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now Griffin on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Griffin. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You've got to secure it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Yeah, penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Griffin.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Griffin.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Griffin. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Griffin.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is 7 days up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
On first down, Wilson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The pitch out to Lynch. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here is 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Lynch busting free. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
You know, Wilson going to change things up here.
They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On second down, here's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. Fights off the defender. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Now Griffin on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. He gets it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the shotgun, Griffin. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
On the jump.
Now it's Griffin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yards, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his
touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Wilson on 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for me. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Griffin to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go play action with Griffin. Over the middle to Garcon.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He looks for Garcon again, and he finds him complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Woo! Thank you. Oh, I love that guy. Oh.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Griffin.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Griffin. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Play action. Now Griffin slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He's across midfield.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
On the ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Griffin.
That is caught. And he will have a Commanders Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
Oh, Griffin's going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other.
Does the big boy have the juice? And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
That's what we do.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?
Money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both both sides. High made 1 million, 2 million, multi. High made 8 figures, 8 million, 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine. You dig? The sheep.